the Twitch servers down because
lovely.
people are saying that. So I wanted to stop you earlier, but let's just do this again. So 1 sec. F5. Yeah, you can talk. Yeah, we noticed it. So I'm gonna change to Amsterdam, even though it's not
Amsterdam.
It's not recommended.
And now we are back, I think.
What?
We are back. We are not back. These are the lovely joys of Twitch. Streaming. It's really not us, huh? It's
Dear
Twitch.
Twitch, if you want us to stay and not go to your competitors, please be more reliable.
Yeah. So I guess that we are now in or not?
Yes. So it would be cool if you just repeat everything, because apparently this lovely Twitch program is not very stable.
So what I was saying is that we are gonna start next week. We are gonna send on Monday a community survey in which basically we give you guys the choice. We give you some community features that have been in discussion and that they are in the roadmap, and then it's up to you to to choose which one is for you the most important one or interesting one. And then of course we're going to gather all this feedback across all the communities and across all the languages, and that will help us shaping a little bit more the roadmap, because of course we have a roadmap already done, but then of course we can also put your input into it. The thing about this survey is that it's going to happen through the newsletter. And that's what Mr. Greg has prepared there. It's like, okay, you know what a newsletter is. It's a kind of email that companies send to you, informing you of changes, promotions, events, whatever. That's what we do with our newsletters. So basically, we will send out a newsletter with a link to this community survey. And the more people do this community survey, the merrier and the better. So I would say, even if you don't like to receive newsletters, or if you don't know how to set up newsletters, then just do that. You just go into the website, and then on your user number, you can see a little thing that says change data, and you click on it, and then you will see a little space for the newsletter, and then you can enable or disable. So even if you don't want to receive any newsletters regarding promotions, events, or whatever, I would suggest turn it on this weekend until Monday or Tuesday, so you receive that link, and then you can give us your feedback.
Yes.
That's it, and that's what I wanted to say.
And the survey will kind of look like this, so you will have a banner.
Exactly. So you know that it's us, and then you click on start. It takes like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending. It's going to be sent in 10 languages, and those languages which are not covered by this survey, they will have it in English, but we haven't showed that we try to cover as many languages as possible. So yeah, and that will go on Monday.
Yes.
So I think we will put this also on the forum, so everyone understands this and enables at least for the next days a newsletter option, so you get this. That's it.
And just to give you a little tip on, nobody really likes to be spammed with newsletters and stuff, of course, let's be honest here. Yeah, so if you are, for example, with Gmail or somebody, you could just set up your own filter over there, and usually, you get your own newsletter filter. So which is quite useful, because then you just get them all there, and they don't go to the rest of your emails, and because sometimes there are really nice packages with it that you get for free. Yeah, so you might want to hang on to this. So you're not losing anything by hanging on to them. Just set up a filter, put it there, and once in a while you can also check what we have to say. It's quite good for if you want to get something. Just to give you a bit of an advice.
That's it.
Cool. And then we have a very, very special, cool new contest in the forum, which is the meme contest.
The meme contest. I keep on saying meme, just because of my Spanish heritage.
I guess there are many people who also say meme.
Meme or meme, Meme. Yeah, that's it.
Meme, whatever it's gonna be.
So this is just a little, contest that you can find in the forums, and it runs until this Sunday. And there are like prizes of premium, undermanned, and I think Draken as well, for the best memes out there. So then we selected some of you, some for your for you to see that we saw in the English forum. Of course, this contest is going throughout the different languages. Yeah. So if you are like, let's say, Hungarian, and you don't know a little, that good English or whatever, then you can still participate with your Hungarian mod team. And yeah, that one, well, I don't read it from here, but I think that one is the Dragon Knight one. Read it there. True, that's it, it's true. I keep on like going nuts with all these screens. So yeah, the Dragon Knight is OP, that's one of my favorite ones, because I see this happening a lot of times on the forums, a little troll just jumping in a conversation that has to do with crafting, and then start talking about Dragon Knights and everything. And the other one, yeah, of course, those little babies. When you get Predator and your friend does not. Yup. And then the other one was?
You will get it.
Yeah, this one, I like it. The Drakensang Online official announcement. It's a known issue. We will keep on investigating until we fix it.
Yeah. The memes, basically, you know what memes are. They're mocking situations and making fun of things when, you know, it's an internet invention. And we have been featured on many memes as well, so I have one, a special one for Silver Essences.
Yep.
Haruki doesn't have one yet, a special one. Maybe you want to be creative. No. Well, basically, this is what it is. All you have to do is, it doesn't even have to be completely, the picture doesn't even have to be related to Drakensang Online. It could be anything, but you should have at least some reference, either in visual or in text, to the game, because otherwise, you know, you're not really qualifying for the contest. But yeah, be creative, guys, and have some fun there while we are fixing things, the unfixable.
That's it, and I would say that it's, let's say that we have made a very fine line of trolling, because in the end, memes is about making a little bit of fun of this reality and everything, so yeah. We're trying to be a little bit more relaxed there. So yeah, I would say if you have some little creativity sparks or think about something funny, just go there and try it, because you can get something nice.
Yeah.
We will announce the winners on Monday or Tuesday, by the way.
I see a comment about the meme contest from Nils Gummiball, which is in German, and he basically says that, well, he has one in German, but he didn't translate it into English because it doesn't make any sense. That's okay. Just do it in your own language. We're doing it for other languages, you know. And
that's it.
It's also cool for us because we have many people from different countries here, so sometimes we send them around so they can see how creative you've been. Great. So, and speaking of reality, let's get back to reality and look at release 162. So release 162 is actually, if you look at it, it was released yesterday. And I want to start with something which is kind of I'll explain to you sometimes how things can happen, because we're a big team, and you know, when people have to communicate, sometimes things get mixed up. So what you see over there is the two costumes, the community costumes, that we had a nice contest where you guys had to design community costumes related to Lortag, the previous expansion that we had. So these costumes, as you know, they took quite a while to get into the game. Probably it takes you as long as getting you know, your registration in Berlin when you move here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes, so these costumes finally made it into the game, but you know what? Originally it was said that it was said that they should drop from the Guardians. And by Guardians, we mean, do you see at the bottom, at the very bottom, the picture of the different 5 statues, which are Guardians in Lortag. So, of course, since these are costumes from Lortag themed, they should only be available from that region. Now, the problem that occurred is that one of our team members got, we also have a rank, which is a Guardian. So, you know what, you have champions, you have mini-bosses, you have bosses, you have leaders. So, but we also have a rank, which is called Guardian. And fortunately for you, it got mixed into the loot list of the Guardians, which is why when you play the game right now, you can get these costumes really easily. Originally, it was designed that these costumes would only drop from the Guardian, the protectors, the statues, and with a drop, you know, okay drop chance, they would be easier to get. But you know, now it happened that it's this way. We don't know how we will proceed with this yet. Maybe at some point, if it's too much for you, like if you get too many drops of costumes instead of actual different loot, we will go back to the original plan. Maybe we will also just lower the drop rate of it, because again, you're supposed to get also some legendaries and some mystic cubes and things like that, and not only costumes. Yeah, we'll see how that develops. Maybe you guys be like, okay, actually I like that. Yeah, we'll see. But just to show you, we also changed it on the patch notes, but I'm going to talk about it later on.
Yes.
What else do we have for release 162 is, I'm going to show you in game actually. Oh, and look, I have already visitors.
Lovely. Of course, the visitors come by and say hello.
I'm here in Elonidos, so as you can see with my
some people keep on saying on the tweets that, you know, the Guardians, what we said is that theoretically they were supposed to drop from Guardians. Baby, don't hurt me.
This is our telephone, sorry.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, they were supposed to drop from Guardians, but now they are dropping from lots of mobs.
Yes.
So expect some changes in 163, but more info in the patch notes of 162.
Yes, hi Attacker GR, hi.
That's it.
Hi. Okay, so I need to go outside now because I need the space to show guys what's coming up. Yeah, so please. So thank you Shirley for that comment. Actually, yeah, of course he's gonna join. So basically, what else do we have in release 152? I'm gonna go to King's Hill. Yeah, so if you wanna join, do that. And
If you're lucky enough to find Greg.
Yeah, it's easy to find me there. So I'm gonna show you what else this release has brought. First of all, you might wanna notice that we have the artifacts merchants, which are these funny guys over here. This is the guy, and you can find them in pretty much every city up until Hognis Mine. They have updated offers, so their items now, they scale to your level, and they they're not new items, but they have reduced prices. They are they have a scale level and also updated stats so that they match your level and your the strength. So you can go to find them in any city pretty much, and I guess we will also bring new ones after Hognis Mine and Jarlshofen. So what else of course is new is we have Gnob, which is covered over here by many people. It's the event merchant, and we made him permanently available in King's Hill. Now and a lot of you have already criticized that you don't really like the idea of him having things which are not certain.
Yeah,
so the lucky
spheres.
But let me remind you that he has also this field, which is the general offer. Yeah,
exactly.
So these things will be permanently there, and they will be updated as well. Next to that, you will see that the main weapon. Of course we have the main weapon here, which is the Lifekeeper for the Dragon Knights. We also have now a secondary item, so an offhand item, which is the Wrathkeeper, and this has been included for every class there is. Yeah. And next to that, we have what is new with Gnob is you have the lucky spheres for Undermont, and you have the lucky spheres for Draken. It's up to you what you're gonna do.
But this said, a lot of people don't know, maybe because they missed this line in the patch notes. It's actually, those are not the only offers that Gnob is going to have until 163. During 162, meaning during the month of March, there is going to be limited time offers, which is basically, you will see you're playing the game, and then you will see an in-game notification telling you exactly what limited offers Gnob has, and those limited offers are not lucky spheres. They are, for example, the Dragon Egg set, so the 3 jewelry pieces, the Darkness set. Those will come with their fixed price of Draken and not in lucky spheres. So if you don't want to try your luck, because you maybe don't want to, which is totally fine, then you only need to wait a little bit till the limited offers kick in.
Yeah.
So that's it. I mean, you just need to wait a little bit, but then you will get them anyway.
Yeah. The other thing that we can show you is I went now to Atlantis just because as much as I like hanging out with you guys, I need to make sure that you can see the picture as well. So we have included new wings, which are the night wings over here that my character has on right now. And I'll also show you real quick the costumes that have been added. I'm pretty sure though some of you have them already. So this would be, let me get off the wings. This would be the Dragon Bane costume, and in some languages the name has been switched. This will be corrected. And this other one over here is this turned out really nicely. It's the Jungle Crow.
Yeah, the one's so nice.
Exactly. Next to that, we should let you know that there are these new pets which are called harpies. This is the Swift Harpy, and then there's also the Goth Harpy, which, if I'm not mistaken, I do not have in my inventory. Actually, let's see, but with the wrong... Yes, wait. Oh well. The Harpies, not really sure. We might introduce actually different versions of them, because, in terms of aesthetic. This is the Gloomy Harpy, and one of them will be available with something... which is called Deluxe Premium, which is what I currently have over here, which gives you different benefits, but I'm not going to go into detail. Basically, the benefits that you get with Premium Deluxe is you get more experience, you get more Undermont per day, you have a higher drop rate of Misty Cubes, if I'm not mistaken, and then you have reduced prices for for crafting, and you also have the reduced, the glyph costs, which are reduced. In the question and answer, I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. Then, I don't have the example here, but you might remember who Kalen Lefry is, so I'm going to show you the example in the patch notes. Ta-da. Kalen Lefry is the character that will lead you, is your guide basically to lore tag. And you will be, there's a new cloak item which can be obtained when defeating the mini-boss Nefertari. So, if you know about the story, and I don't want to spoil, if you know about the story, you will understand why it drops from there. But that being said, it's the first and only cloak that has a hoodie. Yeah. So some people wanted that in terms of aesthetic, and also the stats, at least for that level of 48, are really nice because we don't really have a lot there in this level range. So make sure that you can get it from here, because Nefertari is not that difficult to defeat, actually. Cool. Next to that, we have a lot of, if you check out the patch notes, we have a lot of changes in terms of, I'm not going to go through them because it's otherwise pretty boring, but we have a lot of changes to drop quality and monster behavior in the parallel worlds. Look at this entire box. Huge. Yeah. So, as we promised, we will keep on continuing improving the parallel worlds. Sometimes some people have seen this and said, okay, it's not really improving, and some people said it is an improvement. Again, we haven't finished. We will continue and continue, so keep it there. Greg and Haruki are going to the jungle camp. No, we're not doing that. We're not that famous.
No, not really.
No,
not at the moment. We have more interesting things to take care of here first.
I will take this character soon and go into Kingsfield soon, so you guys can talk with me more about this. Let me just go through if I missed anything from release 162.
Nope.
I don't think so.
I guess a lot of people are going to have questions about that. Passage of disgrace of the patch notes 162, relating to the boss runs and everything, and some kind of thing that was stated but never made it. So wait a little bit, because we have here some questions and answers, and we will go totally into it, but that later.
So
yeah,
for now we can talk about release 163, which is the upcoming one.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
And let's start with, do you want to start with glyph removal or crafting?
Yeah, that's it. Okay, I can talk first about crafting and glyph removal. Both. Yeah, that's it, crafting. So, as we talked the last time, there was this new crafting 2.0 coming. It has been announced since a lot of weeks ago, and we have bad news to tell you. It's not coming with 163. So it's coming currently with 164. Now, what we are working, and we have already done so with the game designer, in charge of this, is to come up with an official statement in which we are telling you exactly what is this new crafting, why it's better than the previous one, which are the new things, and then, of course, between in that framework of what we conceive as crafting, we would like to hear your opinions. So what we will do is release this official statement on the forums with our questions and everything. Ideally, we would put it in the test server already during 163, so you guys can, play around with it if you feel like it, and on the test server, and give more and more specific feedback about it. So, well, crafting 2.0, I'm going to make a super quick wrap up. It doesn't change so much from the different crafting that you have. So it will be about putting 4 items and then crafting something better. If you put 4 improved items, you will get 1 magic. If you put 4 magic, you will get 1 extraordinary. If you put 4 extraordinaries, you will get 1 legendary. And what we are doing is adding, let's say, a new tier, which you can put 4 legendary items and then craft a better legendary items. So those things, these are the new things. We will also add a new recipe that allows you to combine 4. So what I said. We will also add the revert functionality, which is basically, this is very cool, because basically you can craft and then see what you get. And if you don't like what you get, well, revert, boom, boom, and then you can keep on crafting other things. So we will add this, which I think is very nice addition. Regardless or regarding the previous thing that we had. And we will also add a recipe book, which will improve the accessibility of this feature to you. So yeah, as I said, wait for more specific notions of this crafting, and of course we would like to know, feedback regarding, well, the costs that this is going to have in terms of virtual currency, of course, and other things. But yeah, so as I said, this is coming with 164, and in 163 we will, reach to you guys for more feedback. So those are the bad news, but the good news is that Glyph removal is coming before. So Glyph removal has been confirmed for 163, and the team is already working on this. So I think we already mentioned the mockup. There you have. I know that's the crafting mockup.
Yeah.
Do you have Glyph removal?
No, I don't have this one here, but
okay.
You showed it last time. It's
exactly. It will be very easy, a new kind of little user interface where you will put your item with the glyphs, and then you will just, with one click, you will take all the glyphs away from this item, which of course paves the way for crafting as well. So you can craft also items that at the moment you have with glyphs. You can remove those glyphs from those items and then, craft them later on.
Okay.
So that's it.
Yes.
So at least we have, a little bit. I know it's very frustrating for those of you who were waiting for crafting to happen in 162 and it didn't make it. This, on the other hand, is good because it means that the person in charge is, taking more time to make it more interesting and just perfect the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, we understand the frustration, but at least we have Glyph removal. And the invasion or town defense or whatever you want to call it, we asked you the last time to, well, you have there like some different possibilities for, which cities are going to be attacked, and then some of you already gave us some ideas. Is it going to be them. Yeah, we know them already, but we're not going to say anything. No. Is it Hjaltepetel? Is it Andrakash? Is it Jarlshofen? What is it? So we know which one is coming already in April. And the cool thing is that, it's going to have a new map. Of course, the invasion or the attack is going to happen in one new area. But then we will also have another little, new dynamic of the event, like you will see, with new quests and new little thingies. And if you want to talk about rewards and why this event looks awesome, it's because we will have the Defender set, which, if you are veterans and you remember this set, it's a brand new one that it's coming with this with this event, and you will be able to obtain, the old items but also new items, right, of this set. And in the city where this is happening, where the attack is happening, the NPCs will also offer like new skins for legendary equipment, which is quite nice.
I will show you right now what Haruki means by this.
And that's it? Well, actually you can show it now if
you
want.
Yeah, it's switching.
It's switching, okay.
It's switching. Switch, come on.
That's it.
Ah, yeah, sorry.
And
I have to switch. Sorry, I switched here, but I didn't switch there. So basically, what we mean by new skin, unique skins, but legendaries is this. So what you have is there are characters situated in the area which will be attacked, which are unique to this area, and these characters, these NPCs, they have a chance to, you will be able to obtain an item from them. So it's most likely to be called, to give you an example, Haruki's swords or something. Yeah. So this will be, at least at the moment, the plan is that this is happening for each city which will be attacked uniquely. So this means only if you play this event you have a chance to get this certain skin, and it looks very different from everything else, as you can see by the examples that we've listed here. They are from the previous event. Yeah. So you can imagine, probably if Hjaltepetel is being attacked, then it's probably something more, wow, how would it look like Zulu are Mesoamerican-like, and then whereas if Elonidos is attacked, then it's probably more Grecian.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you can you can understand where we're going with this. And yeah, other than that, there's something about who would you think would attack?
Yeah, that's because there are going to be a lot of town defense events this year. At least we have 3 devised, and then we already, as I said, we know already the cities. Just think small and think big. Big things are going to happen with those cities. And then, of course, remains the question: do you think there is some kind of enemy behind all of that? So Greg and me, we're also thinking in, giving you guys a little bit of a role in defining, what's going on and everything, but we need to talk with the narrative designers and the content designers for this. But yeah, that's definitely an interesting thing to look forward to.
Yeah, I just got a question from our lead from Marbrook, from our lead artist, which I will ask later. Yeah, about a certain carpet.
Carpet.
A carpet, yes. Yeah, I will ask about it. And,
random is random.
Cool. Next in line, what do we have? Let me see.
Well, the QA, because we are taking some interesting questions that you guys have been asking actively and passively.
The one thing I wanted to show before that, because we almost forgot to show it, is of course a really cool feature that came with 1.6.2. It's the Spirit Stone shortcut. Yeah. Are you Daniel? Where are you right now?
Daniel is here.
King, so why don't we just go to Stahlgart, and then, you know.
Daniel was a magic.
Tiny Moose. You need to come with Tiny Moose. Then it would be fine. So we're just basically gonna show you real quick where you see this feature, because it's very hidden. It's not out there. So let me wait for Tiny Moose. And in the meantime, I will ask the question as soon as we have the question and answer starting.
Yeah, I was answering. There was one Greek person asking about PaySafe.
Yeah.
Again, this is something we could have put it here. Yes, it's a recurrent question for you, Greek users. No news. This is something that reaches, it goes well beyond legal and bank systems and bank accounts. And it's something that really our payment team works with, but so far we don't have any news, so we are sorry about that.
Okay.
But we're doing our best now.
Apparently, I'm supposed to leave my group because.
When comes the big dragon? Why Balor is the son of the dragon? Well, that we leave it to our narrative designers.
Okay, you gonna invite me?
Balor was already the son of the dragon. Imagine the size and the power of the dragon. Quite OP.
Well, in the meantime, what? Sorry?
Okay.
It's Testerella. Oh, sorry.
Testerella. And then more questions.
I told you to come with Tiny Moose. Okay. In the meantime, while Daniel is still coming,
we can go
start with the question and answer.
Exactly.
And then I can do that.
So then you can start.
Okay. So basically, I was supposed to ask you guys, what do you think of Zahir's carpet? Yeah. Yeah, you do that. What do you guys think of Zahir's carpet? Zahir is the NPC who's on the floating carpet.
Yeah.
On the levitating carpet.
What kind of question is that?
The question is, if we were to bring this as a mount, would you like your NPC, your character to be standing on it, or should you sit on it?
I would prefer to sit on it.
So, I'm gonna ask.
Sit. New class. We don't have news about the new class. You know that the new class is going to be a rogue, and we are planning interesting things for him, for her as well. Yeah. But yeah, the class is definitely happening, but it's not happening in Q1. We're finishing Q1. It's not happening in Q2. So expect it most likely by, I would say, after summer and not before.
I think the majority of people say sit. Yeah. Sit. So.
And
Marbrook, you have your question.
That's
your
it,
answer,
Marbrook.
Which is sitting. On it instead of standing.
Sitting and with a lovely cocktail.
Okay, so Mr. Magic Moose has made it to Salza, and then we're gonna show you the Spirit Stone feature. So for that, one sec. So this is Daniel, aka Magic Moose, and these are the gear wings that you can get also by playing the Dark Dwarf Heist event, which has started on all servers. So this is how they look. In my opinion, the best animated ones.
Yeah, I like them the most.
Yeah, and he's wearing the costume that I showed previously, and I'm wearing the other costume. I mean, usually you wouldn't necessarily go out hunting like this, but enough of that. Magic Moose, show your work. Yeah. So he's gonna be getting attacked, as you can see. Hopefully. You're supposed to die, not attack.
Die.
Die, Magic Moose, die.
It's hard to die, Magic Moose.
for the demonstration purposes, my character is invincible over here, just so I can show you that this actually works. So, and now as you noticed, this is the icon that appears on the screen, and this allows me now to use a spirit stone for Daniel. So notice that it's on his bar, not on my bar, yeah? And now this should revive him.
That's
there we
it.
go.
Ta-da!
And ta-da! And there you go. So you don't have to do this anymore. Go in, check for the spirit stones, and then apply them. You can do it from here, provided, of course, that you actually have spirit stone. The other thing is that you noticed when that was written in here was you can only do this in the radius of 20 meters, virtual meters, of course. Yeah. And the other thing is, this obviously is not going to work if you're not in a group with a person. Makes sense, right? Cool. Thank you for the demonstration. And now,
what are your silver essences?
Yes, they're not there.
They're not there.
So
it's trying to get over that, but I don't know.
So we're gonna go to question and answer, and I'm gonna go to King's Hill and take questions also from the game.
Exactly. We will take questions from the game, but also from you guys.
Yeah.
So let's start with a very, very important one.
Yes.
You start.
Oh yeah, sorry. I will start with this.
Gave that one to you.
Actually, what happened with the patch notes of release 1.6.2 and the direct portals to the bosses in the parallel world? It was announced before, and then you took it away, you removed it. Is this thing ever happening or not? Okay, so the answer to this is quite simple. For this, I'll go again to the forum. One sec. So what this user means, and many have asked this, we have the patch notes, and usually what we do is we bring the patch notes to you before we release the release. We do that so you guys can know what's coming, right? And we noticed that a lot of you are like saying, why are you taking things out? Why are you changing things last minute and this? Well, that's why we put also this disclaimer up there to make you understand that this is something before and really shortly after the release. It's very likely that things will change, because I'll tell you why. So there are a lot of people in this team, and they all come to us and they give us information. When we see this information, we write it down as much as it's easy to understand for you, but also for the people who have to translate this information. Yeah. So it needs to be translated clearly. So when this happens and the translation has started, we can only change things afterwards, because otherwise we'll be like, wait, stop, don't proceed. Yeah. And the other thing, so we add all the changes, we collect them, and then we put them afterwards out, once the release is out. Now the other thing is that, as we told you with the Guardians and with this costume over here, originally it was designed that it drops from the protectors. Now once it went live, yeah, it didn't happen. It happened way differently. So obviously the information that you see on the patch notes does not match what happens in reality on the server, which makes us look like idiots. Yeah. So for that matter, what we do is okay, it looks like there's a bug, or it doesn't work as it's supposed to be, and we only realize that when it works live, because there's also a big difference between test server and live. Yeah. So in up to 3 days after the release, we try to fix things or look at things. How do they work? What exactly caused it? And then we change the information. And what we've done now is also we added lines, as you can see here, that explain to you why we had to take things out and why we had to change things. Exactly for the same reason that I explained to you just right now. And at the bottom, we also explained to you why we took this out. This was something that was supposed to make it into 1.6.2. The person who was designing this went through the whole list, but he didn't see that, so he didn't tell us, you know what, this is not coming. Only afterwards he realized it, but it's scheduled to be implemented at some point. But it's not final, so that's why we had to kick it out. That's basically all there is. And for the sake of transparency, we write everything down there. But you know, we don't live in a perfect world, so expect always that things can change, but we write them down. So just, you know what, basically it's like this. if you start a football game and see, oh my god, my team is winning with 3-0, and you're like, okay, that's done, I'm not gonna watch anymore, and then you go back after the 90th I don't know, after the end of the game, and you're like, wow, they managed to turn it around. That's a surprise moment. Same principle.
Okay.
Enough.
Answering to your question, yeah, we don't know if this feature is coming, this portal to back to the boss. The designers know that it's a community requested feature, but we are seeing that there is a technical difficulty in its implementation. So yes, we are watching this, and maybe it really does come, in which case I will be personally very happy to just create a dev diaries only to celebrate this, because because I know that it's a thing that is very dear and requested by a lot of players. Okay. Okay, one of the questions that we saw regarding Premium Deluxe, don't worry, we have other questions, but this one is recurrent, is like, okay, let's say that I get Premium Deluxe for 1 month or whatever, and then later on I jump to normal Premium, or I never use Premium in my life again. What happens with the items where I've been upgrading, because it has this 25% discount? Do those glyphs of power get away? Do I lose something with the item? No, it's completely, whatever you do with your account during Deluxe Premium, it's there, and it stays the same when you do it with Premium normal. So later on, when you just don't buy anything or change or whatever, it stays the same, okay? So no problem. And another question about Premium?
Yeah, the other one is, so how does it work with the time and the Deluxe Premium? So imagine I'm a Premium member right now, and I have 10 days left, and then, it's done. But I decide I want to try out the Deluxe membership, so then I'm buying it now. What will happen is, imagine I'm buying Deluxe for 30 days. So what will happen is I immediately become Deluxe member, and my Premium will be shifted to afterwards. It will be stacked on it, which means that for the next 30 days I will be Deluxe member, and then once that's over, my 10 days of remaining Premium will start and run out. That's basically how it is. So basically it gets stacked to the other side.
I see a lot of people asking why the vodka is banned. I personally don't know this person, this woman or this man. I don't know why it got banned in DSO. Let's be perfectly clear, I don't know exactly who gets banned every single day and why, the reasons behind that. So please stop asking that to us, because we don't know. If you have any question regarding bans, appeals, or anything to do, just send that ticket to customer support and they will be glad to provide. Okay, interesting topic that has been added during the last weeks, and it affects everyone, I would say. It's the pricing. Okay, so as you know, or as you may not know, there was increase in the prices applied to some countries, for any general DSO transaction, countries that throughout all the continents, right? And then the question was, why have you done this and this and that? Okay, so you have to understand that, of course, if you belong to one of these countries where the prices went a little bit up, of course, we know it's a little bit frustrating. But of course, if you belong to, if you were not in one of these countries and you were paying way more, this, let's say this try to balance everything also would be good for you, and you would be singing such a different story. So to make the long thing short, we know that it's an unpopular decision for some people and some countries, but this was made in order to ensure that the paying, let's say, the paying systems or ecosystems are a little bit more balanced, because we also want to stop this kind of exploit of players going, trying to buy things in one currency to bypass. This is not nice for the people who are paying the full price on those countries, and this is what we did it. Now, this said, disclaimer that I know this happened, especially for the Spanish community, was that there was a little bit of a miscommunication, saying that in the beginning there was only Venezuela and I don't remember the other country, and Mexico?
No.
It was another country, but they were basically two countries which were advertised as if everything increased, but actually there were more countries. So yes, that was a little miscommunication there that it shouldn't have been, and we did apologize already. So yeah, just keep in mind that we did this in order to ensure a more balancing situation, okay? and that you always have to look into the different situations, not only the countries where this was increased, which I understand is like to be painful, but like overall. So yeah,
cool.
We are still monitoring the let's say the reactions of the community anyway.
So next one is what's up what's about Tegan, man? I get every single day error 23 and I'm fed up. What are you guys doing to fix it? Look, we personally here it depends. This is something that can be caused through your provider, through your internet provider, but it could also be through the server itself. What we do is every day we have a monitor of all the nice graphs where we see the activity of the server. So sometimes it will show up that something is wrong, and there will be like, imagine you have this line and then you have this big cut, yeah, which means okay, there were server issues. But then if you have people like you being affected by that, saying, hey, I have these issues, but we cannot detect it on the graphs, then it's kind of like the blind leading the blind. And we have asked our central base, which is Hamburg, to look into this, and they came up with predictions like, okay, there's this telecommunications provider in North and South America called Axtel. If you're with them, it might be this issue, but it turns out, for example, that people who don't even have this provider, that they have the same issues. So at the moment, unfortunately, we don't really have a clue there, but it takes a while. We're on there. It's kind of like detectives' work. Yeah. But yeah, as I'm telling you, if we don't have any symptoms that we can detect, then it's the little we can do.
And that's why we post this thing on all the forums. Whenever you experience this issue, 23 error, or all connection attempts have failed, please go to the forums on official announcements. You have one, and we are asking for specific details. So please send those to support, and they are giving that to us so we can say. So what I can say is, for example, we got a lot of reports on Latin American players. And it seems every one of those players was using the same internet provider. So it's this kind of thing. We need to gather all this information in order to, adjust. So in the case of an internet provider, sometimes we cannot do anything about it. But again, we need more info just to say what's going on. So yeah, please, if you are from Tegan, our thoughts are with you. But please really send us emails to support, because we are really looking into them. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's it. Another important question, what about the HP bug in PvP? Any updates concerning this? There was some kind of talk in the Ask the CM thread about a user that was saying that apparently support has fixed the issue for some players. Man, if support has fixed the issue for some players, tell us how.
Yeah.
Tell us how, because this is very frustrating as well. The team is with this. No, sorry. That was okay. So two issues here. One is the HP bug, which is still under investigation, and we're trying different things, and we're trying our best there. That's still not reproducible. And then we have another one with players signing up for 3 versus 3, 5 versus 5, and with this very, very long queue, queuing minutes, but like really way long. Impossible, so like really impossible matchmaking processes. And then there was one user complaining that apparently support has helped some people in this situation, and I would say no. No, because this is still an issue open with the team, and we have to identify the cause of it. Okay, so it's also under the radar. It's on it's under our PvP improvements. We are collecting all the details. So just send a message to support, and we will follow on that, and we will just tell you whenever we fix something. But at the moment, I'm sorry, we are still investigating.
Yes. So, and the last question is, what's up with crafting? Well, crafting, as you know, at the moment is.
Baby, don't hurt
crafting at the moment. We have Crafting 2.0, as Haruki already mentioned, which will fix a lot of the things that you hate at the moment. For example, the randomness of getting things, and sometimes that it's not worth the prices sometimes, and the power progression. So that's basically, you can expect it to be ready with release 1.6.4, and if not, we will tell you in advance that it will be shifted. But I hope not. So, and now I want to take some questions from the...
I'm very happy because everyone is realizing, the song. So yeah, in QA we love Hathaway, QA and CM. We just enjoy the song so much. We dance it all the day.
It's nicer to hear that than an annoying phone.
Yes, true.
So, this Alex kid is asking, why can't we use our regular account for the test server so we can help you guys find things? Technically, when you subscribe to the, it's just not linked. It's just a several account. But for example, my account is also linked to that. But you will have to use a different character simply because it's a new server. So of course it would be ideal to combine them, but it's not the case. And it's unlikely that this will be made, will be fusion, because there is no point in doing that, because it's again the test server. But I understand what you mean with, if we were able to test and provide you with bugs and things, we have already people who do that, so don't worry.
No, and sometimes I think it was from Race of Valor or even before, there was a lot of testing to be done, and then we provided to a lot of random accounts like extra currency and extra lovely things, so we don't rule the possibility of doing this any other time. So just Rufus. But please, I would like to say a disclaimer. Sometimes you go into a test server and then you see Moose, Tiny Moose or Silver Moose or some other admins, and you keep on asking them to provide you good stuff. Not happening. We will give to everyone on test server so everyone can test everything.
Another thing that I saw from a German message was that don't you guys feel like you're here? Source Coda, there you go. Source Coda asked us why we are not implementing things which the community wants or something, or if we don't have the feeling that we implement things that the community wants. Partly true the way you say it, or at least the way you perceive it. That's because if you look at the producer statement which we released, we have a new producer. It's because we have to cater to many people. We have to cater to Asia, we have to cater to other partners, and sometimes it's also their priority to get things. So our global community, so for example the German community, the Brazilians, the Spanish, the Greeks, everyone, they will get things too, but everybody at the time. So we start, as you saw, as I demonstrated, we have now the Spirit Stone shortcut, which is something the community wanted, and with the upcoming releases we have more and more things which is something that the community wanted anyways. Especially if you think about it, the Spirit Stone shortcut is something which is good for groups. It's nothing for you. It's just for the groups, So we're going more towards group play and guild play. The next features which are coming up, they're all leading towards step by step more group and guild play. This is basically the goal for now. The final roadmap is still under discussion, also because we, internally we're changing workflows. And
exactly, and that's why the community survey makes sense. Yes. Because we want to see if you guys all agree, because sometimes it can happen that actually we say, okay, so actually everyone wants this like right now, and then we can just go to production and say, okay, this community feature, it makes a lot of sense. So please, subscribe to the newsletter at least for next week.
Another thing, if you're on the test server and you're making threads like these, believe me, we can find, this is not a joke, we can find these things. There are people who ban, just to be reminded. That's it.
A lot of people I saw some people asking in the chat, what about the Gnob the passes to go to Gnob's cave? So well, at the moment, actually, we will need an official statement from our team, but it doesn't make any sense for you to use those passes, because if you use the pass right now and you go to Gnob's cave, it's a little bit like traveling to time, because he's at the same place 2 times, but basically you will find the same offers he has right now on King's Hill. So it's not that you are gonna get the Dragon Egg set or the Darkness set. It doesn't apply. So we will let you know. That is one thing I'm got right now, and we will let you know what happens with all of those passes. I think my gut feeling tells me that they will become obsolete somehow. But we will see. We will see. Maybe we can find some use for them. But I would say since Gnob is in King's Hill to stay, then no need.
Acknowledge the fact that please acknowledge the fact that you wanted him to be more frequent over there, so it was decided to bring him more permanently there. From now, after that, we can still build on improving. So and if you're not really fan of the Lucky Spheres, you know what? Just go. He has another tab where he has permanent offers, and
And gear customization, I guess you are maybe relating to transmogrification or transmutation, which is the thingy of, you know, swift, you know, changing the appearance of your gear, even if you keep the stats of another item. This is in the roadmap, and it's coming 2 months, 3 months, I would say, something like that. So yeah, we want to put it out. And I would say it's already like 3 minutes to...
Yeah.
So maybe...
I think our server... Yeah, maybe... Greg, do you use Silver Essence for Norman monsters? No, I don't. I don't. Maybe we have some other question. Let me have a look.
What about creating a unicorn with wings?
You mean like a Pegasus or something?
No,
we proposed already something like this. Maybe good Rufus. Rufus 1919. What about Rangers? Unless useless class. Why? Okay, after the nerfing of Immolation or Explosion era, this is what people say. I wanna tell you guys that we receive from all the communities, we receive reports. So the Brazilians are sending some, the Spanish are sending some, the Polish, the Russian, everybody.
Every big
so
language.
from them we see when players have the same ideas. So for example, if the Spanish community says we want to have crossbows, why don't we have crossbows? Why doesn't the ranger have two-handed weapons? Which technically a bow is that.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah. And we see the Brazilians saying the same, and we see the Turkish saying the same. Then we're like, okay, maybe we have to include this. So what we do is we create tickets to the production, and we're like, hey, they want that, push it, yeah, or do something about it. So just to let you know, for example, we thought about. I took up the idea and said, why actually don't we have two-handed weapons for rangers? Maybe the game designers will tell us, hey, yeah, it doesn't work this way.
But if you ask me, and this entering a lovely and cheerful conversation, I think we should first tackle all the things. Because, for example, if you tackle rangers and crossbows, of course, it's a very nice addition for rangers. But what happens if I am a dragon knight?
Yeah, exactly.
And I am a dragon knight.
And there you have,
so that's why I think that it makes more sense. I mean, crossbows are cool, and of course, if we could come up with different crazy crazy weapons for every class would be nice.
Yeah.
Or
but features like this, as much as they make sense, you at the moment we're trying to improve it on a general level. So you will have features that everybody can use. So that being said, it's not really a bad idea that you point out that to have that for rangers, for example, which is why we take it, we put it into a technical ticket. So
we keep it in the background, and then every now and then we just bring in, in the face.
So it can happen that when they say, what about this release? What are we doing there? Oh, why don't we just take this feature and put it in there, and then it becomes reality. Yeah.
True that.
So
that's it.
Keep on
firing those. Keep on firing those. We are keeping track of them, and as I said, answer that community survey, please, because we really would like to know what you guys are thinking, and which that is going to help Greg and me as well.
Yeah.
So.
And X Infinity, you're asking whether Croatian language will be added. Unfortunately, not. At least this is not the plan. That's because it's not one of our. It's the Balkans have a lot of different languages, so it's not like any of our games has that. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like we will add it. But that being said, looks like you have really good English skills.
That's it. And I see also server migration or server merge. Again, we don't have any news concerning this. We don't have any news concerning server migration. We don't know anything more about the Project Americas. We are still, those things are a little bit stopped right now. But we are monitoring every day. That's one of the things that we do as well. QA, the community management, and some programmers. We always check every day the CCUs, which are the concurrent users, the users that are playing at each given moment, and we keep a track on those numbers. So if we see that something is changing dramatically, believe us, we will put some measures in place. But at the same time, we see everything pretty stable. So that's what numbers tell us. So we're monitoring that. And I think we can just jump to the Raffle and the bonus code, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people just wanna get the bonus code ready.
Yes. the raffle this time.
Okay, so what do we have there? We have Undermount, 15,000 Undermount, the Grimly Shield Epic Mount, which is one of my favorites, the lovely Octopus, the Jewel of Enhancement, and what can cut Peridot, tier 1, and then the Helios Victory Pauldrons, the Julob, the little Julob there, which is really cool, +5 armor and +5 resistance values, it's really cool. The Dragon Spawn, the River Dance emote, the Ring of Mortis, and a demon costume.
Yes.
So yeah.
Which totally fits with some of the wings.
Yeah.
I want to say,
Yes,
especially
yes.
the dragon wings.
If you happen to like wings, yes.
Yes. yes. Okay, so without further ado, these are the winners.
Ta-da! Okay, this time is 10 people, and I'm pretty sure someone is gonna complain. Well,
yeah,
but the bonus code that we are giving is at the same time a little bit better in value.
Okay.
But yeah, just
so you have 5 seconds then to take a screenshot of that before
Yes.
I change it. So 5,
4,
3, 2, 1.
pound.
Yay!
Okay,
I'm
and you will
taking-
receive those rewards today or today.
Okay, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
bonus code for this time is
Ta-da!
VISCANIUMMASTER.
VISCANIUMMASTER.
Yay!
So what is gonna this give? You know, it's of course a bonus code that has to do with the Viscanium Mine, which is this brand new event. Remember that you have the chance to get the gear wings, which is quite nice because, well, you know, for me they are the most lovely looking ones.
Yeah.
And it will give you, this bonus code will give you, I think it was contraption banner. Burners. Yeah, sometimes the names.
I love the names.
I think 3 maps for the Viscanium Mine, poison potion, and something else, like some little things to help you, you know, getting into it. So yeah, enjoy.
Great. Actually, this would be it. So we hope you guys found this more educational and informative rather than entertaining. Yeah, because as much as we like to do entertainment, we have to inform.
Yeah, one of the things that I would like to say is that after this, I'm gonna jump right into the forums because I haven't been answering. The English thread is more active than the other ones, but that's because, well, we sometimes have to choose, and we choose to speak in English.
Yes.
Just because more people can understand us. Okay.
And I will be answering for things for you on Facebook.
Exactly.
For now and on the YouTube channels. So yeah, and obviously you will find this live stream as a podcast.
Exactly. But one of the things that I wanted to say is that Greg and me, we're always open to criticism, if it's constructive.
Yes.
So if there is any way you guys think that we could get better in our Twitch, or what you like to see, you know, in YouTube and Twitch, like more interviews or let's plays or something, just go into those forums, type it. We are reading. We are reading very quickly.
So now we want to say bye-bye. Thanks to all the mods, and of course also thanks to Shirley for moderating.
Thank you.
And see you next
Thanks.
time.
See ya, and have a lovely day.
It's done.